Next company, coming from Berlin, right? 1, 2, 3, where are you? Fitle! Oh, you're not Fitle. You are Paris, you're from Paris.
I see you.
You are Fitle. All right, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay, you have 5 minutes, you know that, right?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gaëtan, and I'm the co-founder of Fitle, the company that will change forever the way you shop online. So, as I'm really happy to be here, I'm going to tell you a little story about me. So one day I wanted to buy me a shirt. So as many entrepreneurs, I had not really time to go store shopping. I guess some of you understand this point. And so I decided to go online and check on a few websites. I saw this one. It looked really, really nice. Really cool. And even cooler on the model wearing it on the left. It was really nice. So I purchased it. Then it arrived home. It was way too large, as you can see. And actually, this is the kind of problem a lot of people are facing right now while shopping online. It is extremely difficult to find out what size to pick and to visualize what would be the rendering of the clothes I want to buy on my body, on your own body, and not on the body of a generic, skinny model I unfortunately don't look like. In fact, there's even a 25% return rate in Europe for clothes shopping. This is huge. So we decided to create Fitle. We wanted to create the first online fitting room that would enable users to try on clothes on their computer. We wanted to bring a new experience for people who have really hard time doing shopping online. And to do this, to solve this problem for you guys, we gathered an awesome team. PhDs, engineers, graphic designers, web developers. 9 dedicated young people aiming at building the perfect product. But what are we spending our days and nights on, except working on pretty presentations? On one side, from the data that comes from brands, patterns, technical files, pictures, we digitize their clothes in 3D. On the other hand, any user can, on our Fitle application, take a few photos and give his height, so we can reconstruct his 3D avatar. An avatar that looks like him and has his precise measurements. And once this is done, he can go on his favorite retailer or his favorite brand's website and try on the clothes by simply clicking on the Try with Fitle button. It will automatically import his 3D avatar on the website and simulate the fitting of the garments on his body using properties such as gravity, elasticity, and so on. He will have the real rendering of the clothes as if he were in a real fitting room. This is why we want to bring the customer. We want someone to be able to see the fold in his shirts. We want someone to be able to see how the dress will fall on him or her. We want to see the impact of different layers. We want to bring the fitting room online. The journey is only beginning. It's been a year right now, and every day is more passionate than the day before. But now we're looking at raising $2 million in order to finish the development and also to launch the product with the first beta in March. You, investors, you partner brands, you technological partners, you should back us. You should help us. You should invest. Because the market is not big. It is huge. It's $100 billion for the clothing industry online, only online. And a 13% growth rate, actually. And as experts said, all the experts agree on the fact that returns are a key issue here. Even Nick Robertson, the CEO of ISOS, said that 1% fall in return would bring immediately add 10 million pounds to the company bottom line. And you should believe in us. You should take a seat, because we see big. With the partners we already have and the letter of intent we have with brands, we aim at having a $25 million in revenue in 3 years, with 500 brands in 4 different countries. So you would say, like, what's the competition in such big market, right? It is actually, there is actually a competition.
My
but
friend,
it's really
your
different.
time is over. You're going to talk about it on the Q&A. Congratulations for your pitch. Thank you. Here, Marc, let's start with you.
Did you look at Kinect as a way to scan and do the 3D measurements?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Kinect is really different because not everyone has a Kinect, whereas most of people have smartphones. So right now, to help the customer have like a very simple approach, we think that using smartphones is the easiest way.
So how many pictures do you need to take, and from which angles, so that you get to something reliable?
Okay, so
how does it work?
Yeah, so currently we are still developing the product, and we're like around 8 pictures to have the body in 3D, and give it the height, of course. But we aim at having more or less than that, for instance, or small video. We are looking at different. We're still developing, right? But the idea is like with a few pictures, which like everyone has, like a lot of people have the smartphone, right? You should be able to reconstruct your body in 3D really accurately.
Rodrigo.
So my good friend Rodrigo cut you off when you were starting to talk about the competition. I've seen 5 or 6 companies trying to do the same thing, addressing kind of the same problem, approaching it from different ways. Tell us about your competition, please.
Yes, sorry for being like too long. So the competition exists in this market, but it's really a different approach. So there's like people using big data, using manual measurements, using generic avatars. They're like good companies, but they're not going as far as we are going. I mean, we are bringing a new experience. We're not bringing only a tool. We're not bringing only a solution with a size. We're bringing an experience like seeing ourselves on the websites with clothes on. It's really different because you'll be able to see the size. So we take part in this job. I mean, like the job of giving the size is okay. But we also bring a new experience by visualizing the rendering of the clothes with the folds, with myself. I mean, I want to see myself like in a fitting room. So it's something no one does right now.
Maurizio.
Yeah, I think it's different than going to the tool and measure. I don't know if you can fit into the return space, because you are addressing the value proposition into the returning rate. Returning rate, I think there is one portion is because you want to test product, because you want to feel product.
Yeah.
And the other is because of the wrong fitting.
Yeah.
So I understand, especially from your last answer, that you are into the experience, try to get your avatar, try to get a sort of simulator, simulating your, okay. I think it's your challenge maybe is in creating a very good 3D configurator that there is something, especially with the eyewear, glasses.com, it's pretty working. Okay, it's clear to me now.
But I mean, like, okay, so we're not like some measuring like for giving heights, but I mean, like when you're going to see something on your body, you will be able to have a look at a heating map of fitting, kind of. So you will see if it's stretched or not. So you can have an idea if it's medium or large should be the best. But I mean, it's not the first, we're bringing a whole experience, but we're taking care of this part too, right?
Can you tell us a bit more about your slide on your ambition? How you are really going to make 25 million in revenue with 500 brands in 4 countries in just 3 years?
So, I mean, so we are developing the product in Paris. So we aim at finishing the product by end of March and having a beta version. And then once the development is made, we plan on launching marketing teams in 3 other countries, sorry. And we've already have some contacts in the US, for instance. So we plan on launching in the US, Germany, and UK, because we have some contacts in UK and US. So I think it's quite ambitious, but I think once the product is done, brands are international. So I mean, it's going to be easy to have the patterns. If you have the patterns from, let's say, Zara in France, it's not going to be difficult to join the patterns from Zara in the UK, for instance.
Okay, there's a question here which is popular. How much work is needed from the retailer?
Actually, there's no work. I mean, they just have to connect with us in terms of giving the patterns and so on. And we are already working with some that have given us some patterns, so we know they can give us.
There is an interesting question. What if my body changes?
You just have to connect again to the Fitle app and just take new pictures.
Make sure it don't change too much, right?
Yeah.
What else? You guys have questions? I'll go ahead and continue here. Okay. Yeah, scale your business. We already did. Is this also available for accessories and bags?
Yeah. So we want to bring accessories, but we're not going to digitize them in 3D. So we're going to bring accessories in terms of visualization only.
Okay, my friend. Thank you very much. Good job, man.
I see you're already ready for soccer on Friday.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're playing on Friday, right? Yeah, you see? This game is booming, man.